10 ways to stay safe as a real estate agent. All right, guys, this one is absolutely very important and critical. Okay, I'm going to go through, and of course, you stay at the end. I'm going to have some great bonus things that you can do as well. So, very first way, this is kind of a practical way that you can help real estate agents stay safer. This is for you guys. So, especially during showings, open houses, um, and meeting brand new prospects. So, the first one, always know who you are meeting. So before a private showing, get the prospect's full name, contact information, follow your brokerage's identity verification procedures, and avoid meeting a completely unidentified stranger alone at a vacant property. Just as an outright rule. Those are red flags if someone doesn't want to give you that or it, for whatever reason, only wants to meet right at some place where there's no one else at, I would for sure be taking someone there. You never really want to go by yourself, but you want to do everything you can possible to make sure of that it's not in that situation. Okay, number two, meeting a new client um, somewhere in public first. So when it's practical, you can obviously meet in an office, coffee shop, right? Any populated location before heading to the property. It gives you an opportunity to establish who they are before you're alone together. And if you are concerned, have a friend be there with you, or maybe at least in the building or checking in with you. Okay. But definitely safety first on that. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the content. We're going to go through a lot of great things like this, right? As well as everything's every single day. Make sure you get in the group coaching as well as the paid. Their links are below, but I really want you to step up, absolutely be accountable and crush it. Okay, number three, share your itinerary. Make sure someone knows the property address, right? Who you're meeting and approximately when you'll be finished. A simple, I'll text you by 3:30 creates a built-in check system. I love that, right? And of course, whenever you can, if you're getting any feeling or concern, go with someone. Okay, use the client goes first rule. During showings, avoid walking confined spaces ahead of the client. Instead of leading someone to a basement, garage, or bedroom, gesture and say, hey, go ahead and take a look. I'll be right here. That's a great way, especially if there's danger sense, red flags, or you're just unsure. Okay, use those precautionary things. Okay, number five, park for a quick exit. Another great one. Don't let your vehicle get boxed into a driveway. Whenever possible, park on the street or somewhere you can leave without needing another person to move their vehicle. I like that. So if you're sensing a particular concern or danger, you can get out of there, right? Where if you're boxed in, you're kind of trapped, right? Number six, keep your phone accessible. Your phone should be buried in a purse or sitting on a kitchen counter. Keep it charged and on you. Consider enabling your phone watch emergency SOS features. Okay, so basically, you want to be able to, if they know that's a potential that you could call someone quickly, 911 or whatever, they're going to respond to that. So if you have that quick and available, it just gives you a better chance, but hopefully it can also act as a deterrent where they don't see your phone on a counter or something like that. Just everything we can kind of do to size up that situation and make it in our favor as much as possible. Okay, number seven, have an open house safety system. Okay, let someone know your schedule, keep valuables secured, pay attention to entrances and exits, and avoid allowing yourself to be isolated with the final visitor after everyone else leaves. Whenever possible, invite someone to come with you. Okay, um, if it's title rep, right? If it's a lender and you can rotate, if it's another agent, if it's a newer agent, right? Where even if you're splitting the leads, you're strengthening the safety. Okay, if it's husband, right, that could, or wife, or someone that would help that situation out, I just think there's safety in numbers, and it's just less likely, right? So not that it can't happen, but just always have that built-in safety measure too. Okay. And I would even say for open house too, um, I think the more things like that have ring camera or a security system, and you could have a sign up, right, saying that these premises, have cameras or or watch, so that just to make sure people are aware of it, that it is being filmed or it is live being recorded, just so that they're aware. I think that's a good deterrent for someone that, right, doesn't want to risk doing these kind of things. I mean, someone obviously could, regardless, but that might not be too difficult to set up as well. Um, Putting up something in there, right? If you're going to be there, hopefully they have it at the place. Um, but it might be a possible investment to have something set up when people are coming in. So we have um, maybe a camera through the window and put the sign up, right? Just as a more of a deterrent. Okay, number eight, trust unusual behavior, not just appearances. Okay, so don't assume someone is safe or dangerous based on just how they look. Pay attention to behavior. Refusing to identify themselves, giant red flag. Trying to separate you from others, another red flag. Asking overly personal questions, huge red flag. Ignoring boundaries, attempting to lure you into isolated areas. Guys, it's just not worth it. Okay? So if you're seeing those kind of things, make sure you're bringing someone for sure on those. But if we can, it's just not worth that risk versus reward. Okay, number nine, create a code word with your team or family. So if you have innocent phrases that means call me immediately or I need help, for example, can you check the Anderson file? Could signal something isn't right without alerting the person that you're with. So you could have some code words, whatever it is, right? Maybe it's a particular code of some lunch place that you do not like, that they know you don't like, and then yeah, we're still good for, and then whatever place it is, or check that file or whatever. And that means, right, for them to signal to get over there immediately. Okay. Number 10. This one's huge too, guys. Be willing to walk away, be willing to lose the appointment. No commission is worth overriding your instincts. If something feels wrong, leave, bring another agent. Move the meeting to a public location or schedule. You don't have to prove that someone is dangerous before choosing not to be alone with them. Okay. So here's a couple bonuses that I think will absolutely help. So 3 point showing rule. So before the meeting, unknown prospect alone, make sure you have who exactly are you meeting? Where? Someone knows exactly where you are. When someone should expect you to check back in. And it doesn't mean um, if they don't hear, they're going to be reaching out, but it might be just 5 minutes after you meet with them. It might be 30 minutes, 20 minutes, right? And if they don't hear from you, okay, something's wrong. Um, so never show any home alone until you know, right, those rules. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple five bonus tips. All right. Number one, I think, or I guess number 11 is always have a buddy showing rule. We talked about that a little bit. Bring lender assistants, teammates, whoever you can, right? One of my partners is going to meet us there as well. You don't need to explain why. Okay. It's just that extra safety precaution. And I 100% agree. Okay. Number 12, don't advertise that you're alone. This is especially important at open houses. Don't, instead of saying, hey, I'm here by myself, use language like, hey, my partner should be back shortly. Okay. Avoid unnecessary revealing your schedule, where you live, or whether anyone else is expected. Okay. You don't have to do that. Bonus 13, position yourself near the exit. When you're talking inside a home, don't allow yourself to get trapped between the client and an exit. Know where the front and back doors are. Maintain an easy path out, especially in basements, garages, upstairs room, and vacant homes. Okay. Bonus 14, right? Create a check-in deadline. So don't just tell them where you're going, give them an action trigger. You're showing at 123 Main Street at 6. If you haven't heard from me by 6:45, call me. If you don't answer, follow our emergency plan. That's much stronger than simply just sharing your location. Okay. And bonus 15, never let commissions override a red flag. Someone asks you to meet a vacant home at 9 p.m., won't provide basic identifying information, keeps changing meeting locations, insists you come alone. No, no. Okay. A great rule is do not ignore that red flag. Okay. It's not just, number one rule is not just selling the home, it's making sure you come home safely. Okay. And then my final one, train. Train for uh, self-defense in any way you can, to do whatever you can and then escape. So whatever is legal in the area you live, train to become proficient with that. Even in any kind of self-defense system, right? Hitting the gym so you can sprint away or have the strength, any type of self-defense tools or things that you can use that's legal, practice, become proficient, and train. Not that we want to go out right doing these things, but we need to be able to protect ourselves. And there can always be a situation where there's multiple people or someone that is stronger than us. We have to have a way or a deterrent that we've trained and we're proficient that is legal so that we have that in case of self-defense. So I would also highly recommend that you practice proficiency in that, following all the other things just as a precautionary step, so at least that we have a chance, right, to be able to defend ourselves. All right, these are the 10 ways, right, plus the bonuses to stay safe as a real estate agent. Hopefully, we never have to use them, right? But if it does and it calls for it, we follow those protocols and make sure that our safety is paramount and that people know and we have everything as if we planned and prepared for it. So if that ever happens, that we can follow those procedures and do our absolutely best to stay safe and stay alive. All right, guys, I hope this helps. Put this in practice. Put in the comments below. If there's even one thing of value from this, I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like and follow these, right? I really believe these will help us. And we don't think of them often. We kind of think of it after the fact sometimes when something happens. We're like, hey, what should we be doing? Let's think of it ahead. And that way we can try to avoid by being aware of our surroundings and situation and prepared for it. All right. Thank you so much. Have an amazing rest of your day and take care and be safe.